What if I told you that you could cut your monthly bills in half while retiring and living by the beach, able to enjoy beautiful sunrises and sunsets? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 Central and South American cities where American retirees like you are moving in big numbers in 2025, and why. Stick with me, because by the end you'll have a short list of places you might consider and a few surprise reasons that may change how you think about retiring abroad. Welcome back to Retire Without Borders, the channel where I uncover the smartest, safest, and most affordable places in the world for Americans to retire abroad. Today, I'm talking about why Americans like you are retiring in Central and South America. Many retirees like you are not moving to these cities because of wanderlust. They are moving as a retirement strategy. People are realizing their dollars go 2 or 3 times further in Latin America. Add in regular warm, mild weather without ever having to shovel snow, living in ultra-open, safe, and friendly communities, along with modern healthcare that costs a fraction of US prices. And it's easy to see the appeal of moving abroad to a safe and comfortable town in Latin America. For many, this isn't just about escaping high costs and freezing temperatures. It is about upgrading their lifestyle, trading stress for warm sunshine, and finally getting more life out of their retirement savings. Okay, let's get on with the list. I'll start off with Medellín, the second largest city in Colombia. Colombia has transformed from a notorious hotbed of organized crime into one of Latin America's rising stars. Medellín shines bright by blending modern living with spring-like weather year-round, strong infrastructure, and low living costs. Retirees love Medellín for its welcoming locals and walkable neighborhoods. For many North Americans and Europeans, it is becoming the go-to place to retire in style. The reasons for that are simple. First, the cost of living in Medellín is extremely low. According to Expat and Numbeo, a 1-bedroom apartment in the city center can go for around $600 to $800 a month in 2025. It also is well known for having a comfortable climate and is often referred to as the City of Eternal Spring. Colombia has quality healthcare, with private hospitals with specialists that usually speak some English. As for residency, Colombia makes it easy by offering a pensionado or retiree visa. Okay, let's move south to another city rising in popularity, Cuenca, in Ecuador. Ecuador is a hidden treasure for retirees seeking comfort and value. Cities like Cuenca offer one of the easiest and most welcoming retirements in South America. Ecuador is high in the Andes Mountains, and it is endowed with beautiful mountain scenery, and yet the cost of living remains low. Many couples live comfortably on just $1,500 to $2,000 a month, including rent and utilities. Some of the benefits are that Ecuador uses the US dollar as its official currency, so no currency exchange risk when you draw a US pension. The only thing you need to adjust to is that Cuenca is located at 8,300 feet above sea level. I know some people may need to get used to that altitude. Ecuador also has good healthcare options. Now, let's shift back to Mexico. From the colorful streets of Guadalajara to the tranquil shores of Lake Chapala, Mexico remains the #1 destination for American retirees. As of 2022, more than 1.5 million Americans were listed as living in Mexico. With affordable healthcare, diverse climates, and vibrant expat communities, it's a place where you can stretch your retirement dollars and enjoy a rich cultural life just south of the border. Today, let's look at Guadalajara. Guadalajara is often overlooked compared to Mexico City or coastal resorts, but it's becoming a top pick for expats. It is big enough to have major amenities such as an arts district, yet smaller and more manageable than, say, Mexico City. Guadalajara is only a short 2-hour flight from many US cities, so it will be easy to maintain ties back home. Now, while English is growing, for deeper integration, you'll want to learn Spanish. You should explore multiple zones so you match your lifestyle. There are quiet suburban areas and more vibrant city areas. Mexico's temporary and permanent residency programs apply. These are same rules as I went through in the Retire in Mexico guide. Moving south, we get to Antigua in the country of Guatemala. Antigua is small and more intimate. Steeped in Mayan history and colonial charm, Guatemala's small city of Antigua draws retirees with its cobblestone streets, mountain views, and creative expat scene. The cost of living is exceptionally low, and life here moves at an unhurried, peaceful pace, surrounded by natural beauty. If you're looking for a colonial town, agreeable climate, and an expat-friendly setting, Antigua is moving up the list. Antigua has a lower cost of living than many larger towns. It is similar in some ways to Lake Chapala or smaller Mexican towns. Antigua has a colonial charm and volcanic views. There are some things you'll need to consider, however. First, healthcare isn't as comprehensive in Antigua. You will want to make sure they can accommodate you. Also, the infrastructure in Antigua is not as modern as some megacities. This might mean slower internet, less variety in some services. But that doesn't stop many expats from moving. You trade a bit of convenience for a bit of charm, and in doing so, you save money. Finally, I'll take you south to Chile. On the southwest coast of South America, Chile stretches from the Atacama Desert in the north to Antarctica's icy edge in the south. Chile offers one of the most stable economies and highest standards of living in Latin America. Because of this, retirees are starting to see moving to Chile as an opportunity. It is a land of stunning contrasts and modern comforts. And along its glittering Pacific coast lies a pair of cities that perfectly capture Chile's vibrant charm. Valparaíso and Viña del Mar, where colorful hills meet golden beaches, and life moves at the relaxed rhythm so many retirees dream of. While Santiago is more expensive, these towns are coastal and have a great vibe. Your costs in Chile are still significantly less than in major U.S. metro areas. So how do you pick between these 5 cities? My professional advice to you is to budget for the maximum you can afford. Pick a city that fits your budget and enjoy the benefit if you spend less. Okay, so what about the language issue? Spanish is the primary language in all these cities. I know many Americans don't speak Spanish. Well, many expats arrive thinking, I'll just use English. And you can certainly do this, especially using your smartphone to translate. Doing that works for a while, and you'll get by and even be able to communicate. But long-term, it can limit what you do and decrease your ability to socialize. I highly recommend you commit to a language goal to learn Spanish. You just have to start learning by practicing 30 minutes of Spanish a day for 90 days. I have a link to a language learning tool, Babbel, in the description. Okay, now for another issue you may encounter, residency. You can't just fly to these countries, rent a place, move in, and expect to stay forever. All countries have residency rules. For example, Mexico and Colombia each require financial proof for retiree visas. In Chile, you'll have different visa and tax rules. If you skip this part, you could lose status or face penalties. My suggestion is this: meet with an immigration lawyer for information, and find expat groups online before fully committing. Get the facts about moving overseas to your destination country in writing. Finally, there's one last issue. You're going to want to go back home at least once in a while to visit family and catch up in person. For many retirees, staying connected to friends and family back home is just as important as finding the perfect place abroad. Each of these cities draws expats from all over and are remarkably stable, but distance to family and travel time back to your home country is a factor. You may have a medical emergency that requires a return. You may have a life event such as a graduation or wedding you want to attend. Whatever the case, you will want to know that you can return and be able to connect to family and friends without going through too much hassle. So, let's take a quick look at how easy it is to travel back to the United States from each of these 5 incredible Latin American cities. From Guadalajara, flying back to the US is quick and effortless. There are multiple daily non-stop flights to Los Angeles that take just over 3 hours, often costing between $250 and $400 round trip. You can also reach Miami in about 4 hours with one easy connection. With such strong air links, Guadalajara keeps you close to home, while offering the rich culture and comfort of Mexico's heartland. Antigua is just an hour from Guatemala City's international airport, which offers non-stop flights to both Miami and Fort Lauderdale in under 3 hours, and to Los Angeles in about 5.5. Round-trip fares usually range between $350 and $600. Its proximity to the U.S. makes Antigua one of the easiest and most affordable Central American bases for retirees who plan to travel home often. Cuenca, on the other hand, is a little farther from friends and family. From Cuenca, you'll need to connect through Quito or Guayaquil before flying to the U.S. Flights to Miami take about 6 hours total, while flights to Los Angeles run closer to 10. Round-trip fares typically range between $500 and $800, making it a longer but still manageable journey home. Medellin's José María Córdoba Airport has direct flights to both Miami and Fort Lauderdale in under 4 hours. Round-trip fares often fall between $300 and $500. For many retirees, the ease of getting back home can make all the difference. Mexico and Costa Rica offer the quickest and most affordable connections. Colombia strikes a nice balance, with moderate costs and frequent flights. Ecuador is a little farther, but still comfortably within reach. And Chile, though the most distant, rewards travelers with world-class comfort and stability. I have friends who retired to Cochabamba, Bolivia. They love the life in Bolivia and find returning to the States to visit not much of a hassle, when they recognize the incredible benefits of living better for less. Yes, their flight is long, but they would rather have the pleasure of living abroad. Wherever you choose, each destination offers its own blend of accessibility and adventure, reminding us that retirement abroad doesn't mean leaving home behind. It just means expanding what home can be. So here's the moment. You've seen the 5 amazing cities, the reasons people flock there, and the real-life challenges you could face. The difference between a great retirement abroad and a risky guessing game comes down to one thing: intentional planning. If you travel with curiosity, ask the right questions, and map your budget, you can choose any one of these cities and make it work. But if you go on autopilot, cost-chasing without the checklists, you could wake up surprised. I've spotlighted 5 wonderful cities: Medellín, Cuenca, Guadalajara, Antigua, Valparaíso, and Viña del Mar. What draws expats? Cost savings, climate, modern amenities, community. What to watch out for? Healthcare access, residency rules, language, location fit, travel distance. Like always, your key to success is marrying your budget with your lifestyle, not just chasing the cheapest place. If you follow the questions and logic I discussed, you're not just moving somewhere cheap, you're retiring smarter, in a place that suits you. If you liked this video, hit subscribe and check out the next one on 10 stunning islands around the world that will pay you to live there. Now I'd love to hear from you. Would you retire in any of these 5 locations? Be sure to check my full guides to Colombia and Mexico by clicking on the link in the description. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Do check out the next video on your screen. It is a little geeky, but following the advice can possibly save you from getting hacked overseas.